De Beers' revenue fell 21% compared to last year. Diamond production fell 19% intentionally to reduce output and slow the downward price trend. Rough diamonds are having a bit of a bloodbath. Even the Ekati mine's production was down 27% in the second quarter. Ekati was the only bright note in the diamond mining sector. Burgundy Diamonds, the owner of Ekati, was holding $100 million in rough at the end of June. Rio Tinto reported an overall profit across varied mining holdings for the first 6 months. However, their diamond revenue at the Diavik mine dropped 40% for the same period ending June 30th. The mine lost $65 million compared to last year's profit of $44 million. Sales of rough diamonds at Okavango Diamond Company in Botswana fell 49.2% in the first half of 2024, and their rough prices dropped between 5 and 15% in their latest August sale. Paul Zimnitsky reports that rough diamonds are not the only commodity performing poorly. He quotes a spokesperson for Rio Tinto, who states that commodity prices reflect a global economy which is not firing on all cylinders. Polished market conditions are also quite bad, especially in China, where diamond demand has dried up. China's market share dropped down to 10 to 15% of what it used to be. Interest in high-end diamonds is currently almost non-existent. The market slowdown is causing an oversupply of rough and polished diamonds in India. India has cut polished diamond production by about 50%. Poorer quality diamonds are struggling to compete with lab-grown diamonds. High-end diamond sales in the United States are slowing down. The US is the last country globally to enter the economic slowdown. It is notable that major US retail chains are underperforming compared to independents. India's polished natural and lab-grown diamond exports fell 15.5% from April to May. One business channel stated that the last 2 years have been one of the toughest ever for India's diamond industry, and it's in crisis mode now. Rappaport claims that natural diamond prices fell quite sharply in July. Flawless to VS diamonds took the biggest hits, falling between 6 and 9%. SI diamonds were spared the drastic drop, sliding by about 3%. Both rough and polished diamond sales are currently being restricted at many levels of diamond mining and polishing in an attempt to support the falling prices. De Beers has just cancelled their August sale of rough diamonds to site holders. Natural diamond prices are not the only diamonds losing value. India was selling lab-grown diamonds at $300 US a carat in 2022, and they are now currently selling at $78 a carat. A pretty drastic drop. There appears to be an increasing shift back to natural diamonds. It feels like Canadian retailers are worried that they may have overreacted when promoting lab-grown diamonds. Consumers are recognizing that a mass-produced product really can't be luxury. Diamonds are not the only jewelry item feeling the pinch. The Swiss watch industry is cutting workers' hours, with exports falling 7.2% year on year. IDEX states that big manufacturers such as Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Richard Mille say they'll cut production capacity but will hold on to highly trained staff. The beginning of August witnessed a sell-off on Wall Street. A poorer than expected U.S. jobs report and continuing high interest rates resulted in a two-day global sell-off. The nervousness was the result of lower than expected job levels and the enduring high interest rates in the United States. The lower job levels will slow inflation and possibly lead to a recession, and the high interest rates restrain economic growth. The indications are that the US Fed will soon start decreasing interest rates, which will have the positive effect of stimulating the US economy, and in Canada, of strengthening our dollar. There is another positive note for the Canadian jewelry and diamond community. Canada entered this period of slower natural diamond sales and generally weaker economy about 2 years ago. The United States is currently just entering at the very beginning of their economic slowdown. It has been my experience that the first markets to enter an economic slowdown are usually the first to emerge from it. At Regal Imports, we have noticed a gradual uptick in activity and sales. Canada may emerge from this slowdown just as the United States enters it. And that's the Regal Imports news for August. Let's keep watching and learning together. You can contribute by adding your comments.
Become the diamond resource your customers trust by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following us on Instagram. Experience the Regal difference at regalimportsltd.com.